In the Revachol Citizens Militia, there is only one officer superstar. This is his story. I think we should go talk to Idiot Doom Spiral. I don't think there's anything else around here. I don't think we can use the map. No, we can't fast travel. So, what? Okay, knick-knack stand. We don't care. So let's walk. In fact, let's run. Oh, wait. You know what? I changed some of my gear. Let me put it back the way it was. Let's go run over to... Actually, you know what? Let's see if Trot has anything new to say. Wait. Oh, hold on. The phone is still active.
A metal payphone under a yellow plastic dome. There's a bitter, caustic taste on the tip of your tongue as you look at the handset.
Yeah, I bet. Okay, we can't really do anything with it because we're, you know, still so angry. Let's go talk to Trot and Mikhail. And there were a couple of white things over here I wanted to take another look at anyway. Okay, first let's go look at the white things. Oh, I see. We can't really do anything with them. Alright, let's talk to Trot.
Hello again.
I want to hear about the Feld building again.
Sure. What's on your mind?
No, nothing. Okay.
But of course. What else?
Okay, nothing. Thanks, Trot. Be good. Bye, Mikhail. Okay, since we're here, let's go check on Morel's trap. I don't expect to find anything. Even if we can eventually find something, I don't expect to find it until some time passes.
A few locusts trudge along the wall of the trap.
Oh.
The rest are piled in a heap in the corner, dead. No Phasmid anywhere.
Okay.
Poor things.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess that's that. Let's, you know what, since we're over here, we'll look at the murder wall. Let's look at this trap. Hey, there's a bunch of locusts in this trap.
The trap is filled with dead and dying locusts. Most of them aren't moving anymore. You still can't see a Phasmid anywhere.
Okay, it looks like they're moving.
Poor things.
Okay, it's redundant. Or repetition of what we saw. See if the murder wall has anything new for us.
A row of ghostly shades facing a crumbling wall, with another 7 shades standing 10 meters from them. A single person stands on the sideline.
Okay, nothing new here.
A cold sea wind blows away the figures.
Let's head back. Let's do what I said. We're gonna head over to Doom Spiral. Come on, folks, you can run. Come on, come on. I believe in you. So I'm hitting tab as I'm running around here, just in case something pops up. Come on, gentlemen. Oh, what was that? Oh, I think I just... Did I click on myself? I don't know what happened there. Oh, I might have right-clicked. That does that. I don't really know why. Okay. Doom Spiral. Here we go. Do we have a beer for him?
Tequila Sunset.
Oh my gosh, we can have these guys sign the document. First, we're going to say, hey, sorry for being a buzzkill earlier. I'll supply the booze if you supply the stories.
Wonderful.
Let's give them the medicinal spirit. I've got this blue medicinal spirit. How about that?
No, no, no. Contrary to popular belief, I enjoy being alive.
Oh, I see. Okay, let's buy some more of the Pilsner from Rosemary.
It's very hard to tell a story when one's mouth is dry.
So we're going to be seeing you, and then we're going to buy some from Rosemary.
The legend returns. You know the deal, legend man. Smokes a smoky, Pilsner, gets you drunk. You've already cleaned me out of spirits. And speed.
Okay, let's take some Pilsner, Rosemary.
Bottoms up, Captain.
And we'll take one
Bottoms
more
up, Captain.
so that we have one for ourselves. Now we can talk to Rosemary. I mean, Idiot Doom Spiral.
Tequila sunset.
Alright, hey, sorry for being a buzzkill earlier. I'll supply the booze if you'll supply the stories, Doom Spiral.
Wonderful.
Ah, here, I've got a potent Pilsner. Let's give it.
Not much, but it will do. This last one is the most Martinaise story I've ever heard. I've never heard it mentioned outside of here. At first, I thought it was a joke, to be honest. But I've been on the coast 8, 9 months now, and in that time I've seen at least 3 expeditions come through, searching for something.
Oh, I wonder what it is.
A shovel hits the sand somewhere behind the reeds, near an abandoned construction yard. The young men look over their shoulders suspiciously. The sound of their digging seems loud in the sudden silence.
Okay, what kind of expeditions?
All kinds. I've seen archaeologists, gangsters, even a bunch of ad agency types. I'm telling you, Tequila, this thing's got a pull on certain kinds of people.
Wait, what do you mean certain kinds of people?
You know, obsessive types. People with predilections.
Okay, what exactly are we talking about here, Doom Spiral?
Some of those expeditions come back after a week or so, looking haggard and dejected. Others don't return at all. The first time I saw one of these expeditions, I thought they were fucking with me. There was no way it could be true. It was just too high concept, even for me.
What are we talking about?
Wait, there's no way. It can't be. Or can it?
I don't know. What can it be?
I'm not even sure I should be telling you this story, to be perfectly honest. You're in a fragile state, and it might be too much for you to handle.
Yeah, it probably will be, but we're gonna say I can handle it anyway.
Okay, fine, I'll tell you. But I'm warning you, it's pretty out there. Our story begins at a legendary design studio, right here in Martinaise. There was this designer. His exact name is lost to history, but in life, he was a legend. Made it big in Aranya, where he did some real pioneering work on grotesque and sans serif typography. A fucking genius, man. That is, if he even existed. Who knows? It's an urban legend, after all.
The idea of a font designer being an urban legend is pretty hilarious to me.
He existed, all right. You feel it deep within your basal ganglia. He was as real as you are.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I'm talking about...
Anyway, sometime later he started his own personal studio here in Martinaise. And that's when he started working on some really wild stuff. I'm talking some glass-smooth, forward-looking design language, the kind of thing that would totally overthrow the old regime, design-wise.
Wow, paradigm shift of design.
A paradigm-shattering revolutionary?
You just took the words out of my mouth, conceptualization. That is a little bit eerie.
But then something turned. You see, it's widely known that nose candy and pioneer graphic design work go hand in hand.
Wait, they do? Nose candy?
You know Tequila, nose candy, the White Railroad, party powder.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
The kids on the streets also call it Snow Day.
Of course they do.
Or Emerald gold. For the plateau on which most of the world's supply is grown and harvested, typically by slave labor.
Yeah, I love how drugs have so many different names.
Sinus salt, the White Knight.
Bolivian marching powder.
Can't see, for its popularity among the aristocratic class of the prior century.
Oh, everybody's got a little bit to throw in here.
Along with a number of more banal street names. Blow, of course, but also flake, powder, pearl. Really, anything that's white will work.
Of course.
He's talking about cocaine.
Yes, I know. Oh, you mean cocaine.
Shit yeah, Tequila. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
He gives us a comradely bump on the shoulder as a couple of milliliters of booze slosh out of his bottle. So what happened to this guy?
You've got to understand, the work this guy was doing was so high concept that regular amounts of cocaine just weren't cutting it. By the end, they were bringing it in by the lorry load.
Oh, so his heart exploded?
Now, As you might imagine, snorting that much cocaine can't be healthy for a regular human, right?
No, right, exactly.
Right. Wrong. Do it all the time.
Right, of course, electrochemistry. Right. All the time, electrochemistry?
All day, baby.
Thanks, electrochemistry. You're as helpful as usual.
Hey, Tequila, pay attention. The story goes that one day he was balls deep in work on what he thought would be his pièce de résistance, an advert so minimal it contained neither text nor images, just pure white.
That's awesome. That's awesome. There's actually a game on Steam right now called Nothing. And the objective is to do nothing. And as soon as you do something, you lose. You just sit there and watch the timer. It's incredible. It's like in the top 10 right now.
Apparently the idea was too high concept even for this genius. He dropped dead right at his desk before he could finish. His last words are recorded to have been, "It's as white as a blizzard of cocaine."
Okay, because we are partly art cop, we're going to say the top one. What a loss for the world of design.
I know, Tequila. I know.
He takes that swig and then considers pouring some out for the lost genius, but then he thinks better of it.
But the story doesn't end there. Supposedly, when they performed the autopsy, the coroner discovered nearly a quarter kilo of coke jammed into his nasal cavity.
That's a lot of coke.
That's almost certainly anatomically impossible.
Almost certainly.
Wrong again, nerd. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah, you know it. You know it, electrochemistry.
That's right. 250 grams of blow had accumulated in there over the years. We're talking high-grade Saramaritsian pure. Not that cut-rate shit your grandma does.
My grandma's a coke fiend?
There are those who believe the designer was buried with this quarter key of nose candy still lodged in his sinuses. That's what those expeditions are looking for.
That's the funniest treasure hunt I think I've ever heard of.
The cocaine skull.
The cocaine skull.
The cocaine skull.
Wow.
No. Wow.
Yes, he corrected us. And why do people think the skull is here in Martinaise?
Here's the kicker. This designer, this lead designer of a world-famous design studio, was born in Martinaise. A local boy, Martin Martinaise.
Wait a minute. We know someone who goes by Martin Martinaise. That's very suspicious.
That's why he brought his studio here, back to where it all began. And that's why they buried him here, too. Perhaps right under Ab's pipe there.
He points to the pipe that Don't Call Abigail is laying in.
Or probably further down the coast, or in some yard in Martinaise proper. A hidden mausoleum. No one knows exactly.
I wonder if it's behind that door that's up kind of north of the church.
No, my grandma always told me his grave lay somewhere on the islets on the bay.
Oh, this is a well-known story.
This is ludicrous and physically impossible. Sinuses can contain that amount of anything.
Rosemary, you said something about islets?
Don't listen to him or his grandma. He's just making things up.
Oh, and you're just an upfront, honest, frank guy?
No, my grandma told me. I've heard other people say it too. That it's underwater. Or no, maybe it was the storm sewers.
That's the second time we've heard about some kind of pipe that runs under this stuff.
Or maybe it's in the air. Or in an ancient state pyramid offshore.
I think Kim is fucking with them.
In a pyramid? Now that would be something.
Inland Empire, come on now. What do these expeditions plan to do with it? We know what they plan to do with it. That's dumb. What have you learned from the other expeditions?
They're pretty vague about it in general. The gangsters like to claim they're looking for the grave of a friend with picks and shovels.
Of course they do. They don't want to share.
The archaeologists act all official about it, saying they're conducting serious research. Honestly, I think they're not really scientists, just rich.
Could be.
The junkies, for some reason, are pretty upfront about it. They just say they're looking to snort some blow out of a dead man's nasal cavity.
Okay. Sure, why hide it?
Honest men on an honest quest. You should join them.
Electrochemistry is not a good influence on us.
By now, I'd say I know about as much about it as anyone on the coast.
Okay, we are going to ask this. What do these expeditions plan to do with it?
The archaeologists say they want to put it in a museum, the gangsters say they want to sell it on the black market, and the ad agency guys say they're seeking inspiration.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense that they want that inspiration.
Bullshit. They just want to snort it. But you could beat them to it, Harry. You could snort the magic skull cocaine instead.
Yeah, I mean, as much as Harry's trying to clean himself up, if he can find magic skull cocaine, I think he's going to do it.
I'm pretty sure they all just want to snort it, though.
Yeah, they do.
And why wouldn't they, eh? Sounds like right strong stuff.
Okay, I am convinced. Let's go find it.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold on just a minute. Finding it right now is literally impossible.
Don't box me in, Doom Spiral. I'll do what I want.
What?
Why?
For one, the way is blocked by that big lorry that says Delta Logistics Company on the side. You definitely have to search the area behind that lorry too, yet it is impassable.
Yeah, we've been over there. It's near the statue, and I've run around in there. It seems like we should be able to do something, but it is in fact blocked.
And second, outfitting an expedition like that is expensive. It'd have to be a big production to do the cocaine skull justice. You need new gear, people who know what they're doing, all kinds of provisions.
Aha.
It's just not feasible within the economic and temporal frame of our current setup. Matter of fact, unless a bunch of money just falls out of the sky, we might never know what's up with that skull.
This sounds like some foreshadowing that some money is going to fall out of the sky.
I have to agree. We barely have what we need to solve the case we've got now. We can't afford to run around chasing after quasi-mythical pieces of drug paraphernalia.
Yeah, that would be what you'd say, Kim.
Besides, it would look extremely bad for the RCM to be caught up in something that has the word cocaine writ large on it. The PR is tricky on this.
Damn, that's just too bad, though.
Wait. Maybe there's another way. Maybe up around the coast. Don't give up now.
Oh, we're not going to give up electrochemistry.
Yeah, well, that's the reality situation for you. Who knows, though? Maybe someday we'll get our chance.
Okay, all right. Are there any more stories you can tell?
Not that I can think of, currently.
I guess that makes sense. You have been drinking a lot.
That might be the case, yes.
Okay, so I am inclined to ask him to sign the document, but I'm going to wait on that for now, because I feel like we could forge better than they could. We'll see you later, Doom Spiral. Alright, let's see if we can sign the document here.
The legend returns. You know, bottoms up, Captain.
Oops, okay, I'm off. Okay, so we bought some more booze. I didn't realize I'd given him both of them. That's kind of annoying. Okay, we're going to see what we can do with this
You
now.
take the legal documents out of the envelope. A 12 to 40 month construction period and the zoning plan in the addendum.
Okay, still have the problem with Evrart's people could be watching us here. Let's put the documents back in the envelope. I don't think we can sit on the bench when Kim is still here. In fact, we're not going to bother. Let's go over here and see if the washerwoman knows anything about this cocaine skull story.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
There is no way we are going to ask her to sign this thing. Let's go talk to Lillian. We're not going to ask her either, but at least maybe she knows something about the cocaine skull.
Waves are beginning to die down. Look at those little bastards. Simmer down. Simmer down, bastards.
Okay, nope, nothing. And there is nothing out here, right? No, nothing. Okay. I hit tab, just in case you were wondering. So, I'm not sure what to do next. Wonder if I could go inside here. And try the letter.
You take the legal documents out of the envelope. A 12 to 40 month construction period and the zoning plan in the addendum.
Okay, so now that we're in our little secret place, his people can't be watching, so we're going to up our interface. Again. Interfacing, excuse me. Okay, interfacing. We have 4 now. That's with those gloves. interfacing. 5. We have 5 on interfacing. Okay, so we have a 5 on interfacing. I put on our interfacing gloves. I am inclined to spend a point, or tempted to spend a point, but I'm not going to because it's just not who Superstar is. He would spend his points somewhere else. Or he would upgrade his different abilities. Okay, here we go. Interact with the letter. Here we go.
You
It's a
take
red
the
check.
legal documents out of the envelope. A 12 to 40 month construction period and the zoning plan in the addendum.
Okay, let's do this. Commence the forgery. We have a 72% chance. I hope we succeed.
With a confident flourish, you complete your forgery. What do you see on the signature line?
2 names, Isabel Sadie and Lillian Carter.
Indeed, they look distinctly different and very convincing. These might as well be their actual signatures, but they're not, and the document will be nullified if they dispute it. That means Evrart will have to start over.
Perfect. That's what I want.
All you need to do now is mail the signatures to Evrat's accountant in La Delta.
Very nice.
There was a mail delivery box in the plaza, near the corner of the bookstore.
Okay, let's look at the zoning plan one last time.
The youth center cuts into the ocean like the bow of some great modern ship. Apparently, it's going to cover most, if not all, of the street and the square between the existing houses. It's 3 stories tall.
All right, let's put the documents back in the envelope. Okay, that was very exciting. That was very productive. Whoops, whoops. We're gonna put our... Actually, let's see if we can shave. Can't we shave at this mirror? What does it take for shaving?
On the table, you see a bowl of water, a rough soap, and next to it, a small hand mirror. A straight razor soaks inside the wash basin.
All right, it's hand-eye coordination. So I thought maybe it was interfacing, but hand-eye obviously makes much more sense. Okay, wait.
You take the legal
Oh,
document.
no. Okay. Okay. Well, let's go back to clothes. We're going to put on our other gloves. Okay, we're good to go. Good to go. We're here. We got the signatures. Put the envelope in the mailbox in the plaza. So let's go do that right now. Let's go do that right now. Okay, we're going to go back to the plaza. We'll fast travel to the waterfront. And then the mailbox is right over here. Just saunter up.
The dented yellow mailbox greets you with its graffito and bullet holes in the front.
I knew we'd get to use this mailbox for something. It's like Chekhov's rifle.
Yes, for sending mail.
Uh-huh, exactly, Kim. Yeah, you and I see eye to eye. Drop the white envelope into the mailbox.
You drop the white envelope in the darkness. It lands with a soft thud on what sounds like a couple of letters.
Oh, this is awesome.
Probably did the right thing. You can't trust that slug, Evrart. You know he's going to play you somehow.
I do feel that way, even though I know that Joyce is as well.
Right, let's go back to Evrart. If we don't mention anything to him, he won't know before it's too late.
Okay, okay. Let's go back to Evrart then. Oh wait, hold on. We need to go in here. We need to go in the frit. Because, oh my gosh, do we need some meds.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint Baptiste Pharmaceutics logo.
Okay, we're going to take some
Okay,
Hypnogamma.
here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
And we're actually going to take some Druamine just to be safe.
Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
Okay, thanks, clerk. I hope you have a nice life. Okay, we are pretty low on money now relative to where we were before. Is there anything new here? No. Oh, you know what? Let's hit up Manana now that we've talked to the...
Hola, Wandering Man.
The cook.
How can I
Nope.
help you?
Nothing. Okay. Okay, we're gonna go talk to Evrart. Okay. Every time I come in here, I think I hear the sound of a thought. It's very strange. Alright, on our way to Evrart. Yeah, hurry up, guys. We don't have time to dawdle. Evrart, we have returned.
Mr. Dubois, every worker...
He leans towards us, waiting for you to complete the sentence. Member of the board?
That's right, Mr. Dubois. I see the socialist democratic fervor now burns in your heart, too. How can I help you today?
It's done. I mailed the signatures you asked me to mail.
The Golden Boy returns once more. Wonderful. Simply wonderful, Harry. Of course. I already knew this.
How did you know that?
My friend, the mailman, confirms the letter is on its way. You've done a great thing today. You've given the children of Martinaise a future and proven to be a true man of the left. I can finally trust you now.
Nice. We just leveled up. We obviously completed that task. Here we go. That was a valuable one. That was a 70 experience one.
You're in my inner circle. You too, Mr. Kitsuragi. We can talk about anything. The strike, the murder, your lost gun. Nothing is off the table.
Oh, how exciting. Let's see if he's being honest.
Well done, sire. By guile and deceit, you're in.
We are a drama queen.
You don't know his full plan. Perhaps he expected trickery. Perhaps the signatures weren't important. The point is, do not think you're ahead of him.
No, I don't. Can I get my gun now?
Harry, I've got to be honest with you. Your gun was found 2 days ago. Withholding this information weighed heavily on me. But it had to be done.
Fine. Where is it?
An old woman has it, and let me tell you, Harry, word on the street is she's a character. So watch out.
Okay, another quest.
This must be the woman who bought the gun from Roy. The one he described as terrifying.
So the gun's still with the woman who bought it from Roy?
Yes, the same one. I see you've done your research. The pawn shop made the gun easy to track. Crazy stuff, Harry. Selling your gun like that? Wild. Anyway.
It is wild. It's crazy. He was, loaded.
Union Boy's gonna help you fix it. He winks at you. Don't worry, Harry.
Oh, okay.
The neighbors of this old woman contacted my men because they trust me and the Debardeurs Union. Apparently, she was waving it around at the entrance to her building.
Oh my gosh, I wonder if it's the cleaning lady at the Cape Side Apartments.
Waving the gun around doesn't sound good. None of this does.
She was waving it around at people?
As I said, she's a character. I didn't have time for details. It sounds like she's unstable, but don't worry. No one got hurt.
That's a relief.
We might be looking at someone with a medical history here. Watch out.
Okay. Who is this old woman?
Unfortunately, I don't know anymore. You're gonna have to go in blind, Harry. But she's an old lady. How dangerous can she possibly be? Oh, and she calls herself the Pigs.
Oh, the pigs, huh?
There it is again. The pigs. Like Roy said, not good at all.
No, not good at all.
I, for one, find it refreshing. Finally, someone calls themselves a pig.
A smile flickers in the corner of his mouth. Kim, you are full of surprises. Can you set up a meeting, Evrart?
I already have. Tonight, starting 10 o'clock, near the old fish market on the coast. The one on the boardwalk, a little past the fishing village. Be careful, Harry. I would never set you up for anything dangerous, but you did ask for this. Now, back to the fun stuff.
Oh boy, we actually have 2 meetings at 2200, so that could be an issue.
She will be there from 2200 hours till 0200 hours.
Okay, so we'll go to Staban's communist meeting first, I guess, at 2200 hours.
More fun stuff. Seems like we already have fun stuff to do.
I'm not going to push him yet. We could ask him if he could order the hangman killed, and we could also tell him at the signatures we know we plan to force him out, but I'm not going to do that. That's it for now.
Great, Harry, great. I think we have truly built a bridge between Martinaise and Jamrock today. We have united the RCM and the Debardeurs Union.
Suddenly there's a sadness in his tone.
This has been so great. I'm sorry we don't have more fun things to do together, but if you ever feel like bouncing something off me, my door is always open.
Okay, thank you very much. In fact, I do have one more thing. Oh, wait, a few more questions about the harbor.
I'm always happy to educate and entertain you, my friend. So, what's on your mind?
Nope, okay, we'll come back to that.
Very nice, Harry. Is there anything else?
It turns out the strikers were being served an alcoholic brew. I stopped this madness.
I don't know what that means, Harry, but I love it. I love your initiative. Knowing you're out there keeping things running lets me focus on the big picture stuff.
Nice. Okay.
Don't even tell me what was going on. Alcoholic brew? Stronger? Stopped it? Strike? I'm just gonna let you surprise me, Harry.
Okay, awesome. Let's see if we can tell him anything about Joyce.
Great! You want to bounce something off your old friend Mr. Clare, right? Well, let's hear it, Harry.
Let's talk about something else.
Absolutely, Harry. What's on your mind?
Okay, we'll come back to him later and do the other things under a few more questions about the harbor. Okay, we got so much going on. We leveled up, so we have another point, and we're actually more than halfway to the next level. We finished the task here for the get 2 signatures. And we need to confront the pigs and get our gun back. After last episode's super heavy tone, it was nice to have a lighter one like this. And as Kim observed, we now have many fun things to do. We'll start on those next time. Thank you for spending your time with me, and please remember to spay or neuter your pets.